What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't slacking on the videos, but like I said, I'm trying to do at least one video a week, and it's just I have work and I have a life and have things to do, errands and just adult things. But here's the car. I did say that this video I was gonna do Honda and the Flash Pro, but believe it or not, I didn't do that. And yeah, I just didn't do it. I also did not install the JDI kit yet, just because something is came up. And also I need an RBC manifold. I don't really need it, but it's kind of one of the things I want to do before I put Flash Pro in. But this weekend I'll be heading down to San Diego and picking up an RBC manifold and the intake tube, the FA5 one, so I don't have to modify my current intake tube to fit the RBC or to fit the airbox and stuff. I used to work with them at the Honda dealership, and of course he's still my plug, so appreciate it, brother. And yeah, so what are we doing today in this video? Well, actually, before I start, this actually happened today. I buckled this fender and problems of being low, wide tire, and I wasn't running enough camera, so all that. What I'm gonna do is get smaller tires and raise up the car a little bit. We're not gonna raise it up a lot, but we are gonna have a slight gap just because this is a daily and I drive this like every day, and my upper control arms are always hitting, and just it being low on a daily it's not that fun. If I drove this car like on a weekend, then it's totally cool, but since I drive every day, I'm dealing with different driveways. Just in general, there's a lot of different like roads. This is still comfy, but not as comfy because of that. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'm actually posting these up for sale. They are 17 by 9 plus 35, repainted matte blue. They come with these fucking Zennies if you guys want them, 255/40s. They're pretty much like 95%, 90% tread, and center caps, of course, with the decals and brand new black raised valve stems and caps. They're for sale. If you guys are interested, check out my Instagram. 2200 with no tires, or 2300 shipped with no tires, and then 27 with tires locally located in Irvine. What did I pick up? As you guys most know, I love Volks forged wheels, and I didn't want to buy these, but they were just so cheap that I had to buy them. And they are pretty wide, but I'll make them work. Voila. These are Volk Racing T37 SLs. These are not the OGs like all my other T's, so these are the SLs. They're not originally bronze. The guy that owned these, he actually got these powder coated bronze, and I'm not a fan of powder coat, especially on like older 90 wheels or 2000 wheels, because when you powder coat forged wheels, it weakens them. And these are a brand new set of SLs that got powder coated bronze, so I'm not tripping too bad. This looks very similar to the blast bronze that they come in, and of course OGs have the what is it called? The OGs have the anodized lip, but these don't. They're all bronze, but I'm not tripping. Like I said, I got these for a extremely good deal with the tires, and it came with new decals too. Oh, I left them in the trunk, but it came with new decals. But we're actually gonna be pulling off these SL decals. I don't like these decals that the new wheels come with. So what we're gonna do is order a set of OG decals. So I'm gonna get black decals. So Volk Racing T37, and it looks so much better. These wheels are pretty light for the spec. They are 17, 9.5 plus 12. So they are pretty aggressive. And if you guys followed my build back down the EK Hatch, I ran those T37s, the OG bronze ones, with the widened fenders. Those were 17 by 9 plus 15, so GTR spec. These are 17 by 9.5 plus 12, but it is a lot easier to fit because it's on a more bigger chassis, and I'm already running 17 by 9s. They came with the tires. These are 245/40 Indy Hawks, or what do they call the Firehawk Indies. Pretty common tire nowadays. These tires kind of blew up and a lot of people buy them now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to clear the fenders and my rear quarter panel with this tire size. I might have to downsize to a 235. If I go with a 235, it might look slightly stretched, but if I find a good enough tire, like a Zenny, it won't look as stretched. It'll still have the flat sidewall. But I'm also on that dilemma of should I just get like some good all-season tires, so like the Falcon FK510s or Pilot Sports, because I do put a lot of mileage on this car day to day, and just having these Zennies, you know, they're 200 tread wear, they don't last as long. And then these, I've never owned a set of these. What's the tread wear on these? Right here, they're 340, so they're not that bad. If they fit with these, then I'll probably run these for now. And you guys notice, they are very, very lightly curbed, but they aren't deep. So this is very fixable without removing a lot of metal or aluminum, whatever. And that's actually one of the reasons why I was able to get it for cheaper. But I got it way beyond that. Like these are, I think, $700 to $800 a piece. Let's just say I pretty much paid for only 2 of them. Cool wheels. We're gonna test fit them on the car right now. I'm not a fan of the red. I'm assuming because they came with the red decals, they came with red valve stems, but if you notice that they faded. And what I do know is, so these fade when they are in the sun, especially this anodizing, but if you use specific wheel cleaner, it will eat the anodize. It'll turn like that. I had that happen before on my brand new Rays, or my brand new TEs. I used a specific wheel cleaner. I forgot the brand, but I sprayed it on and I left it out for a little bit too long and it ate out the anodizing finish. So that could be a cause, but I don't know what the cause on this one is. But let's get to test fitting these. They are really concaved, which I love, and they are, what's it called? Yeah, look at that center hub. They're stamped +12 somewhere, but I think on one of them it's like on the hub. But yep, let's get to test fitting on this side. I know it won't fit. I have to, well, raise up the car and then of course add a little more camber in the front. But it's funny that I buckled this fender because I picked up that pair from OfferUp, and it looks like these two are gonna go on when I put these wheels on. So we're gonna put these on. Of course, we're gonna raise up the car. I'm gonna try to make this car a little bit more comfortable, but also have like good, like meaty, like setup track look. But yeah, let's get to slapping these on. Okay, I didn't film me take off the wheels because you guys probably seen me do that a million times. But dude, this color, CGP on bronze, or whatever finish this is, looks super good. And that's one of the reasons why I picked these wheels up, because of the finish. And holy crap, but they are wide. Like that's like almost a whole inch. But do keep in mind, these are 35 offset and these are 12. So that's like, what, 20, oh my god, my math is 24 millimeters more, but that's not including how these are 9.5s and these are 9s. So it should be a little bit lower. And if I drop the car down, it should camber in, but I still, most likely it still won't clear. But we are gonna be raising up the car. I'm gonna have my fitment sit above this tire versus like tucking, because I've noticed that my rear sat a lot lower, and also my rear had a lot of camber. So I'm trying to eliminate all the camber just because of tire wear and just daily. But also, if I was running a lot of camber, I want the rears to match the fronts. But before I drop the car down, I'm gonna put the fronts on. And this will definitely sit on the fender, but it's okay. I buckled my fender today, and it's a good day, I guess. All right, mind this fender being buckled in, sits out a little bit more because my fronts do have less camber than the rears at the moment, but this is easily fixable by adding more camber. So let's drop the car down and see. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm not gonna drop all the way. I'm gonna, let's see. Okay. Oh my god. This thing looks freaking good. Okay, so the rear is sitting on the rear quarter panel. The fronts, that's easy. Fronts, I just have to add more camber. Tire size though, I think the rear's, okay, I'm definitely gonna switch to a 235. These are a little bit more aggressive than what people run. A lot of people run the 17 by 922, but this is 10 millimeters more wider. Or the offset. Okay, so, all right, let's cut to the chase. So, boom, right? The fitment on the rear, it's sitting on it, and there's a lot of poke. I'm gonna downsize to a 235, so it should tuck right in, but I think ideally this is the height I want to do, even though it's sitting on the quarter panel right now. The fronts, that's not too bad. That's actually really, really easy to fix, especially with a 235. I am going to camber in the front and should fit perfectly. The fronts is easy to mess with, especially by adding camber. The rear, same thing, but what I'm gonna do is get tires first, so we'll do 235 40s, and then these 245s, yeah, don't look too bad. So, wow. I think this is kind of gonna be the height. The rear looks kind of like beefy, but don't worry, we'll fix that. At least they fit, surprisingly, like, they fit. Like, I legit could run this tire size at this height by adding more rear camber and adding more front camber, but we're gonna keep it safe and run 235 40s. I don't want to risk buckling the fenders again. So we're gonna do 235 40s, raise up the rear, add a little bit camber. Actually, I probably won't even need to add a camber in the rear, but the fronts, we need to add more camber. And when I raise up the car, of course, there's gonna be less camber, but hopefully I can get away with outrunning camber kits. Yeah, so, yep, I think what I'm gonna do is put the RD30s back on because I can't drive the car like this, and then order some OG decals and look for some 235 40s. I'm not sure, like I said, if I'm gonna run like a Zennies, like these, or if I'm just gonna get some all seasons. As of right now, I think I might just do some all season, some good all season tires, because I don't know. Running grippy tires on a daily is definitely not it. You go through tires pretty fast. Kind of wish these were 235s because I could probably run the wheels right now, but it's okay, no rush. So that's it for this video. Hopefully either I install these wheels for the next video or I do the RBC manifold, which I'm gonna be picking up this Saturday. Oh my god, you fucking scared me.